Welcome to Rocks Talks. It's good to see y'all. And this is like the afternoon edition. Don't know why it's so late. Well, yes, I do. It's good to see you. Today we're going to chat about just why the heck I'm so late. How about that? Is late really a thing? I also want to talk to you about just your brand. Do you know who you are and do you care? There's a shift going on right now about how we conduct our lives, how we run our business, how we put ourselves out there on social media. And I'm just kind of curious where you fall on that. Also, we'll touch base on The Bachelor. I think that might be it. So where have I been? You probably wonder, we did something different last night. We decided, finally got Scott, because we haven't been sleeping for like a week and a half, or a week and some days, to allow Maisie to sleep in her crate because we weren't sleeping. So I'm like, you know what, darling, we got to do this. He's like, okay, we have to agree on it. I'm like, okay, agreed. He's like, and we have to like commit to it consistently. I'm like, I'm there, man. I am there. Because I love her, but she doesn't sleep very long. Then she wants to play. She torments Baylor. She's moving around. I have to watch her to make sure she doesn't decide to jump off the bed because she's a daredevil when it comes to the bed. And so we did it. And I put the crate inside of my office because that's the closest room to my bedroom, to our bedroom. And it worked for Scott. He slept. He slept the whole night through. I got up right before bed, like I was falling asleep at around 9. I was in bed, but I'm like, okay, now I'm like falling asleep, and went and like made sure she went to the bathroom one more time. Then I woke up at like 12:49, and she was up. I don't know if I heard her or I just felt it, but I fed her, even though she has food in her crate. I fed her and took her to the bathroom, put her back in there, and she handled it fine. So Scott, who's like Mr. I guess, but after that time, it was like 2 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. I could not get to sleep. And I finally did like an hour later. Scott slept through, which he needed to, let's be real, but still. So he gets up at like 4:30 or whatever time he gets up, 4:20, 4:10, whatever, 4 o'clock to get ready to go to the gym. And he goes to check on Maisie. He decides the room is too cold, fair. We'll make sure it's warmer. But he decides to get her, take her out, and then put her on the bed. I'm like in some REM cycle. I am living for sleep. And all of a sudden I shoot up because I just feel her or sense her or whatever. And she's like nipping and all the things and biting my face. And I'm like in shock. Like, are we crazy? So I was so annoyed. Well, then what am I going to do? So I brought the crate into the bedroom because Baylor was not having it. Baylor was like, this is not happening. We were having a good time here. And I'm like, I know. So I put her in the crate. Of course, she cried a little bit, but I'm like, this is just because Scott, who's about to go to the gym, decided this was a good idea, did not mean that I thought it was a good idea, and I'm the one who has to live with it. Lo and behold, she did go back to bed, but then she woke up again, and I took her to the bathroom, and so I didn't get any sleep, which is probably why I totally didn't do it. And in my mind, I did this. I did the Rocks Talks podcast episode or Rocks Talks show episode. It was posted, all the things. That was in my mind. It wasn't until a moment ago, I'm like, what did I talk about today? What was the topic? I thought, let me just go and look. So I had to literally go to YouTube to look. That is the days I have been in. So, which is wild because I went to dance. I had my dance class today and I had clients today and I did videos and all things. So it's wild that I'm like, oh. So my apologies. It's good to see you. What's going on in the Bachelor world, you might ask? Well, or maybe you didn't ask, but they did hometowns last night. So Joey has his final 4. He picked Daisy, Kelsey A, I think there's 2 Kelseys, Maria, and also, I can see her face. I don't remember her name, the other one. I wanted to call her Maria as well too, but that's not her name. So Kelsey T and Jen, who I really liked both of them. Jen would be a great bachelorette. They went home. So that's not really the drama. The drama is this, 2 things. If you follow Reality Steve, which I have since he was just a blogger, like, I don't know, years and years and years ago, you already know who, and you read his spoilers, you already know who he is spoiled to win The Bachelor. And he's right probably 90%, maybe more of the time. But there was something that came out last week that's debunked, like it was showing the 2 final, I don't want to tell you who it is, but Joey and the other person, who was supposedly runner-up, they posted things in the same location but different angles, which really made it seem like the happy couple. So they have some times during this like sequester time, or this live time, where they allow them to privately see each other in a happy couple weekend, and they have to like stay in an Airbnb or in a private home. And they both posted things. And it'd be like if I posted a picture of me here in the kitchen and then he posted something maybe just like over here where you see just a little bit of something. Like it, anyway, because the people on, because the people on the internet, Bachelor Nation knows how to figure things out, they're like, oh, they're in the same spot. So that came out last week, and Reality Steve, I listened to his podcast, is like, I'm checking into it, I'm looking into it, I'll get back to you. So today he announced, lo and behold, he was wrong. The person who said won did not win, and the person he said was the run-up was the winner. So that's like, so I tell you this because my stepdaughter texted me and she's like, did you hear? Reality Steve was wrong. I'm like, yeah, I did hear. We listened to it. She's like, she's devastated because she wanted the woman he thought she was going to win. And I told her, listen, this is good because she'll be the Bachelorette, so you get to see more of her. And really, if you're doing reality show strategy and you're going on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, your goal isn't to actually win that first initial round. The better scenario would be that you get far enough that they choose you to be the Bachelorette, and then you have 30 some guys, you can really pick the one you want, and then you guys can like run off into the sunset. So I'm like, this is really okay, I promise. Anyhow, so also, if you care about The Bachelor, Reality Steve did go ahead and they've been promoting, The Bachelor's been promoting that something happens this season that has never happened before. And he did on his podcast go ahead and spoil that. Now you might be wondering, why would you trust what he said? He was wrong, because he's usually truly, truly right. And so he's right. He's usually pretty accurate. And when he's not, he says he's not. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because you might want to wait. Maybe you're not a Bachelor spoiler fan. You like to see it and figure it out yourself. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. But if you do want to know, you can go check out his podcast from today. That's Tuesday. And he tells you what the big thing is, the big reveal is. So I have been having great conversations with some lovely women who I consider friends and clients about their next steps. They have a side hustle, and they're just kind of trying to figure out where to grow it, what to grow it with. And it was interesting because I've said this a couple times today. I thought I should say it to you as well too. And maybe this is why we're meeting now and not talking it earlier. There are a bunch of them that are in transition. It's just like a transition year in time. I just feel it. And I said to them, when I started my business where I do help direct sellers and women, and it's brought into like small business owners and women, well, people in general now. But originally it was for direct sellers, actually, and small business. And then I niched down and now I'm wider again, just a little sidebar. But my intention for anyone who was a direct seller was not for them to stay in direct sales, believe it or not. It's never been my intention. If you listen to me, you can probably tell that. My intention is to help people, all of us, realize that we are our own brand, that we do have some very original, important insights to share and give to the world. And whether that's on a large scale like Risa Tisa or it's on a smaller scale like I do with you here, it's impacting someone, and I believe that. And so if you choose to go the direct selling route, it's an opportunity for you to gain those skills, figure out who the F you are, so that you can really determine what is my message to put out there. And what I've been seeing in this theme that's been running through over the last week is that a lot of women that I have had the pleasure for years to mentor and to coach are realizing, wait a moment, I do have a voice. I do have a passion. I do have something beyond selling this specific product that I want to talk about and that I want to share about. And they're really digging in and leaning into that. And that is super exciting. So I want to say to you, if you're, and they're actually realizing too, like before they never would have said that they're anything but their company. And they're literally like, no, I have a message. And one person specifically, she'll know who I'm talking about her. She said, I realized I watch other people online all the time, and they're normal. And I want to watch them and I want to see them on a regular basis. So why can't I do that? And I'm like, yes, why can't you? And you definitely can. There's such a great opportunity to do that right now that I encourage you, if you're out there trying to figure out your shiz and you don't know what it is, just know that you have a voice. You have a brand. Lean into it. And it could be scary, but who cares? You think it's, you don't think I wasn't scared to go, okay, I'm going to go live. Not live. Well, I do go live on TikTok, but I'm going to do a show, and it's just going to be me. I'm not going to have anyone else with me. I'm going to talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about on a daily basis. Did I niche down? No. I talk about whatever I want to talk about, knowing that it's going to be something that someone who's watching needs to hear. It's that confidence that I hope that you gain and have and realize, because I can see the potential in you, and I can see the impact that you can make if you just get out of your own way, if you just stop hiding behind that product or that community and realize that you are the commodity. All right, that's all I have for you. I should mention Maisie and Baylor have been great today. All in all, gosh, I love them both. They're still not enjoying each other, but I'm enjoying them, and that counts for something. Tomorrow is this I did think I talked about, but I didn't, obviously. Tomorrow, Love is Blind. 2 more episodes drop. We're going to see what happens. Gonna be good, and then there should be 1 more episode next week, and then the reunion. I think I have that right. So I know I'll do a recap for you here coming up soon in a few days about that. Also, I just want to remind you that if you are interested in TikTok, if you're like, I do want to get my message out, I'd love to help you with that. I'm doing a TikTok workshop in 8 days. That's a week from Wednesday. It's live, or you'll get the recording. It's only $20, so it's super, super affordable. And you're going to get the ins and outs of how to either ignite yourself on TikTok or how to get started on TikTok and really dive in. So I'd love to see you there. I don't know if I put the link yesterday's, but I will put the link in these show notes when I get them up and going, or the captions as well too, of the video. All right, y'all, thank you for watching. Sorry I wasn't here earlier. I will see you tomorrow, and as I love to say, go be great.